Hello everyone, this is Riya Vishwakarma. I am going to present news shorts weekly updates on income tax, GST and finance dated from 14 July 2021 to 20th July 2021. So let's start. First we have income tax update. First update. India Post has started providing taxpayers with an option to file their income tax return or ITR at their nearest post office's common service centers. Second update. CBDT issues refunds of over Rs 38,950 crores to more than 19.59 lakh taxpayers between 1st April 2021 to 12th July 2021. Income tax refunds of Rs 11,731 crores have been issued in 18,52,540 cases, and corporate tax refunds of Rs 27,220 crores have been issued in 1,06,433 cases. Third update. IT department uncovers 880 crore income tax concealment by leading manpower services provider in the country. Fourth update. The Delhi High Court has directed CBI probe into the authenticity of an email after the Income Tax Department, which was alleged to be the sender, claimed forgery by the SSE. Last update. Infosys company is currently working to early sort out the technical glitches that are very needful for the current time on the new e-filing portal. Salil Parekh, CEO of Infosys, said that some of the problems have been fixed and 10 lakh ITRs have been filed online. Now we have GST update. First update. Rupees 75,000 crores released to states and union territories with legislature as GST compensation shortfall. Almost 50% of the total shortfall for the entire year released in a single installment. Second update. CBIC issued the notification related to clarifying the inevitability of IGST on the recommendation of the GST Council. Third update. Kerala's Appellate Authority for Advanced Ruling. Kerala held that private coachings for CA, CS, CMA, etc. are not educational institutions and hence are liable to pay GST. Further clarified that conduct of degree courses by colleges, universities or institutions which lead to grant of qualifications would be covered under the definition of educational institution. Moving towards the finance updates. First one, the Cabinet has approved the restoration of 3 installments of dearness allowance and dearness relief, which had been frozen owing to the COVID-19 pandemic with effect from July 1, 2021. Second, the government has collected over 1.01 lakh crores in excise duty in April-June period. Third, Bhutan becomes the first country to use the India's BHIM app for mobile-based payments. Fourth, according to a notification by India Post Payments Bank, customers will have to pay Rs 20 plus GST charge from August 1 to use doorstep banking services offered by the bank. Fifth, information technology and financial services players are the most environmental, social and governance compliant companies in the country, and second largest software exporter, Infosys, is scoring the highest on the key metric as per scores prepared by CRISIL. Last update. Reserve Bank of India takes supervisory action on Mastercard Asia Pacific Private Limited. For further updates, you can also follow us on our social media handles as displayed above. Also, drop in your email address in comment sections below to receive our weekly news shorts personally in your mailbox. Thank you.